Mr. Chairman, violence against women is a discrimination and one of the most pervasive violations of human rights. A pandemic of violence is affecting Indigenous women and girls worldwide. Many human rights treaties and declarations set out rights critical to the protection of women, including the right to life and security and without discrimination, to equal protection under the law. The UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples is significant. Article 22 calls on states, in conjunction with Indigenous peoples, to ensure Indigenous women and children enjoy full protection and guarantees against all forms of violence and discrimination. International experts and bodies recognize that Indigenous women suffer disproportionate, higher, and diverse forms of discrimination, violence, and murder based not just on their gender, but also because they are Indigenous and members of Indigenous communities. In the United States, race-based discriminatory laws perpetuate a cycle of violence and give Indian and Alaska Native women less protection than other women just because they are Indigenous and are assaulted in Native communities. Indian and Alaska Native women are 2.5 times more likely to be assaulted than other women in the United States. 1 in 3 will be raped in her lifetime, and in some communities, their murder rate is 10 times the national average. The Indian Law Resource Center supports integration of the human rights of women into all UN activities, particularly the rights of Indigenous women to be protected against violence and discrimination, and asks that the UN take strong action on this issue at the World Conference on Indigenous Peoples. Thank you for this important discussion.